Right, hi there folks, it's another day today. Today's Friday the 5th. Just going for a few thousand steps walk to meet a few friends, or a friend. Yeah, I just wanted to carry on having a little chat. I had the update from yesterday. I was talking about when I had my heart surgery. I thought I'd go on a bit more about that because I didn't really finish, the whole thing. I was going to say, yeah, maybe a recap. I went in, what was it, 2 years ago, got the shock of having a triple bypass, getting a diagnosis, and I thought it was initially I thought it was heartburn, which went on for a while, and then obviously this was a bit of a long process, but I got diagnosed with angina, and it went from there really till I ended up having the triple bypass at 64. So it's been 2 years now, and I'm feeling I'm pretty good now anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's something that worries me really. Other people don't realise that heartburn can be a symptom that shows up. You don't realise it could be a serious heart symptom. You could actually, well, I don't want to scare people, you could die if you didn't realise what it was. You just pass it off like I did as an ulcer or something. And yeah, luckily, because of a friend of mine who worked in doctor's surgery, told me to go to the hospital. Well, this went on for about a year, 2 years maybe. And I was just to stop and drink ginger and, stop at shops when I was out in Thailand. I was buying milk and magnesia and swallowing it down, and I'm thinking that's got it, that's cured it, because it went away. It turned out it's because I stopped walking in the heat. But I put 2 and 2 together and came up with 5 and thought it was that, it was heartburn. And also, ultimately I got the diagnosis, which was shocking. And then I had the triple bypass. Yeah, and I recovered fine so far, I think, apart from a bit of neuropathy in my leg where they took the vein out, which caused me a bit of a problem. But I'm trying to keep healthy. As I said, I'm doing walks every day, and well, not every day, but as much as I can. I've retired now last year, so it's filling my time and finding things to do, etc, etc, like probably most people. I don't know how everybody else is, but that's, it's kind of nice, but sometimes it gets a bit boring. But yeah, what I was going to say, yeah, it's funny because after it happened to me, I used to watch a program on telly, I don't know if you've seen it, you might have done. It was about autopsies of famous people, and this pathologist, or whatever you call them, he used to do all the famous, I think he done Elvis and you name it, Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, etc. But he did the guy at the Monkees, Davy Jones, the lead singer. He was from Manchester, and he died at 67 of a heart attack. But the funny thing is, when I watched it, the shock I got was he had exactly the same as me, the same symptoms, everything, and he had the same problem. He was drinking milk and magnesia, thinking that would resolve it. And I thought, oh my God, how on earth did he not pick up on it? Being rich and famous and having the best medical care. But anyway, what it said is he went to the doctors because he was going back out on tour, and obviously, I don't know, he was private, obviously been in America and that. The doctor said, oh, you're great, you'll be fine, no worries, because I think he was feeling a bit fatigued before he went and stuff. You got a heart of a 25-year-old, and I've heard that quite a few times. Anyway, he went away thinking, yeah, I'm fine, it's just I must have a stomach problem and acid or something. So he was doing the same thing, and in the scene they showed his wife. He was I think he was like a part-time jockey, wasn't he, at one stage, and he was well into horses. He had these stables, I think it was in Texas somewhere where he lived, I'm not sure. Anyway, he kissed his wife goodbye in the morning. They showed this scene, him kissing his wife goodbye, and she's talking to him, oh yeah, take your antacid. She gives it to him, and he says, oh yeah, for this heartburn thing. So he's got his stable hand there with him. He's saying goodbye to them, and they all close the door. He gets in the car, and they think he's gone off to do whatever he's going to do. So I suppose time goes by, 20-30 minutes, they come out, and the car's still there. They think, what's going on? They go in the car, and he's in there, passed away, died. So, cool, you can imagine the shock I got. I thought, oh my God, that's the same as happened to me, but yeah, poor bastard, sorry for swearing. So anyway, it turns out he had the autopsy, and he had the same as me. He had 3 90% blockages, exactly what I had. So I was walking around the same as him, and the fact is I got lucky and he didn't, and I was just going down to a local hospital in London, King's College. But I just saw, I've been holding on for like 2 or 3 years like that. I was doing all sorts. I was going to Thailand, I was walking about. I mean, I even got a bit of conspiracy sort of theory stuff going in my head, because I thought this pain started coming on straight after my 3rd COVID injection. I had the American one. What was that one now? I've forgotten to get the names now. I had that one anyway, and I was walking up the hill. Hang on, what's going on? I'm getting a bloody heartburn. So anyway, yeah, I thought I'd just let people know, because they don't really push that side of it, that symptom of heartburn. People just brush that off. That's probably that's quite a strong symptom. I mean, obviously if you're getting heartburn, you know, normally, like if you've eaten something, but if you're getting it when you're just for no reason, you're just like walking, and you start thinking, hang on, I've got heartburn, and it feels exactly the same. There was no pain in my chest, in my arm or anything else. It was just purely heartburn feeling right in the centre there, look, right there. Don't know if you can see. So yeah, I'd like you to, well, if you've got family members and you're in your sort of 40s, 50s, 60s and you're getting these symptoms, get straight down to the hospital and just get it checked, because you could be alright, but you never know. I'm sure this has happened to a lot of people. I've heard quite a few cases of this, and they just don't publicise it enough. I mean, I get the magazine every month now from the British Heart Foundation. They don't really speak about it that much. I don't know why. They always talk about the pain in the chest or the tightness or the problem. I never had none of that stuff. I never had problem breathing. I didn't smoke. I was always fairly fit as far as I thought, because I always trained all my life. I've never really been overweight. I drank a bit, obviously, when I was young, as I said, as we all did. That was our generation. We were drinkers, not, it's like, you know, we didn't smoke much or anything like that. So, you know, I was going to say, yeah, that's it really. Just speak to your wives and husbands and etc., and hopefully you'll all be fine. But it's worth a checkup. Yeah, okay then, that's really what I've got to say today, and hope you're having a good day and you're all well. I might carry on with these blogs. They're just a bit of therapy for me as well, just chatting to camera. It may not be of interest to anybody, but you know, if it helps somebody, that's great. But I won't be just talking about this sort of stuff. I'll probably just talk about whatever comes into my head, you know, and vice versa. If you want to put comments and reply and ask me any questions, I'll be welcome to answer them. If you want to subscribe or whatever you want to do, I don't really force that on people because I'm not monetizing or anything like that. But yeah, it just helps, I suppose. They like you to do that, I don't know why. But yeah, okay then, have a good day. I'm going to finish off my walking now, walking to the pub, but I'm not drinking. I'm having, well, I have a 0-0, that's what I drink now, 0-0s. I might have 1 pint now and again, and coffee at the withy, but anyway. Okay, over and out, have a good evening. Take care everybody, bye now.